Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. See Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
First down as he'll push forward for about 3. Well, this defense for the Raiders, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Yeah, he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Here's Jones on the return. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. This defense for the Dolphins, much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On play action, now Carr. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So Miami coming out for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one 28 yards on the ground from up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Fuller. Well, this defense for the Raiders, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
While you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well. That
O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Got a man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. A gain there of 21 yards.
Miami's receivers had the 2nd fewest yards of any receiving group in 2020, and the fewest yards in run after catch as well. Jalen Waddle, he might solve both of those problems. Taking 6th overall, he picks up a 1st down right there.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd and 11 now. Here's Carr to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merrick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play action. Now it's Carr. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right.
To a hit, and the ball is out. And the Raiders have recovered. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. They run the counter. It's Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Here's Jacobs. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Throwing now is Carr. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. And marching back out there now, the Raiders defense gets ready. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On second down now, it's Bell. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 49 yards on the ground for him so far. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Carr going to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 12, Carr looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo, and they lead here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, Jacobs will get the 3rd quarter started. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. They run the counter. Jacobs. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Christian Wilkins with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half. And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Tua. This is Bell on the dump off. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. It'll be a gain of 6, and just like that, it's 3rd down. The give is to Bell. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This is caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Bell will score. Touchdown, Miami. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's 17-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now Jones. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Flushed out right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coached.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly... And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing?
After review the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Jacobs with a carry on 1st down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jacobs now able to slither by. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Options galore here, second and a few inches. To throw, it's Carr. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it. It helped pop that ball free.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Welcome back, everybody. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Escaping the pressure right. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. On play action, it's Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Carr now on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, it's Bell.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. Tua to Parker there for the Miami first. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Cleveland Farrell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Tua under pressure. They got him again. Cleveland Farrell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's getting back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And now it's 2nd down. Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And his throw here's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Now Carr. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Carr going to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Kenyon Drake taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the rookie, Divine Diablo. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a play fake. Carr. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So this one a victory for the Lions.